Hey everybody, how is it? It is I, once again returning, not the true party king of games, even though we did manage to take home a beautiful, lovely RBET Paris mat. And just in the nick of time, not even planned at all, but to go along with the beautiful rescue cat, we got Claire coming through. Yep, she's there. I know what she wants. She just wants to come inside. It is hot out, but I figured that the best way. There you go, Kitty. You're inside. I figured the best way to do this deck profile was out in the summer sun to show off. Is this the best of the plants of Paris? No, that's not the question. That's not the question. Is this the peak of Paris plants? Well, considering I'm the only one that topped, even if it was the day 2 event, not the main event, because I'll be honest, I have the worst case of getting in my own way. And even though I had been preparing for this, with this list for a while, I topped the, local thing event, and I honestly would have easily won if I just won one of those goddamn 66% chance to hit, and I got the 33% chance, didn't get the Mark of the Rose to swing for game and whatever. Even though I won the locals and everything, I got in my own way and I played some crazy list that I'm not going to show here because it is not worth it. It is not perfected enough. Where this one I feel like kind of is. And honestly, it isn't the most freaking super duper special. I've never seen this at all before, but this side I think might actually interest you. So let us begin with the deck profile. First off, let me just say how amazing the fabric quality of these mats are. Definitely 10 out of 10. Knocked out of the park once again, Keegan, and my boy Enya throwing in with not only the 2, or actually 3, I only have 2 with me right here, Metal Denny tokens, but this time brought in himself, Enya, the Emissary of Darkness. Of course, made of solid steel, so you can just frickin' slap it on the table like a man. Because of that, I did play Gores in this deck, not gonna lie. Might not have otherwise. But in terms of the cards, first, we have this special parallel rare copy plant. We got Weed, the original name, censored by the gosh darn Americans. We got my platinum secret rare, extra secret rare. It's not even platinum because frickin' Konami America can't get their life together. Then we got 2 French dandelions, the correct spelling of dandelion, which I kind of love. We have 2 of the Gigapyans, Gigaflans. Gotta learn all the namings. Of course, we got a Goz. Goz is the man. And then Titaniel, the lady, the Principessa di Camille. So those are the 10 main deck monsters. Then we got, of course, my beautiful misprint reasoning. Shout out to Solo Games for giving me this card back in Florida back in the day. Glad we can use it in one of our main decks. Then we got triple secret rare Hidden Army. Super clean. Got very lucky to just get a playset of that for pretty much nothing. 1 DDR, only 1. We only run 1 this time. I know in past lists we run like 3 DDR, but now we cut it down to 1. We got the 2 Mark of the Rose. See, this is probably like the biggest innovation for myself, at least, is just accepting that Mark of the Rose is just flat out better than DDR. Then we got parallel super voices, of course, to go with the parallel copper plant. Then we got Heavy Storm, beautiful ultra original kind of framing, and then misprint Fiend Skull Dragon. Let's go. We're really trying to max out on the bling in this. So to aid in that, we got the triple collector's rare upstart goblins. Oh my god, I love these guys. They're so juicy, so good. And you know, we just got two miracle fertilizers. We got the supers, and we could have run the supers just like we run for super solar nutrient, but you know, I don't know. It is what it is. Then we got the foolish burial. For the next row, we got ultimate offering. My special innovation that I'm glad my boy Magical Mullet was able to show the proof of concept. And originally I was more of a 2 to 3 kind of guy. He knocked it down to 1 in the main, 1 on the side. But as you can see, not only have I put 1 in on the main only, but I don't even have it in the side deck. So we got Trap Stun. I just feel like it's just always a great card to have. I hate traps versus deck. Mirror Force is always solid. Damage Condenser, because you know we love to condense that damage. It's just more lone fire hits, and since we run enough back row, I feel like it's worth it. Plus a Call and a Judgment. Now you might be wondering, Call of the Haunted? Yes, Call of the Haunted, another tech that I just kind of felt like it's the better third fertilizer, and as a result, I don't know, I just can't argue with this main deck. It just feels way too clean. And yeah, so that's the main. Take a screenshot of that if you need. And then we'll move on to the extra deck, which I feel like should be kind of standard, especially if you're not on the Cyber Dragon. And then the side deck, which I think is probably the peak spice, at least of this list. Because, you know, everything else has been done before, even if maybe I innovated or someone else, like the reasoning, which I'm so glad Gianluca innovated, because I've been loving playing my Misfits so much. It's just so good. Just slap it down. You sometimes just win right off the one reasoning, hitting it lone fire or whatever. Then, of course, since we're not running Cyber Dragon, and we actually respect our opponent's intelligence to not leave the Cyber Dragon plus a machine out, we just go right into the synchros. We only run the synchros in this. Classic Brio, then we got the classic Goyo, classic Black Rose, the classic you only need 2 Power Tool, classic always gotta run at least 2 Stardust, gotta always run at least a Colossal. Now the thing that I feel like is now inexcusable because of the fact that it got a reprint is 2 Black Brewdragos. It absolutely comes up. It's absolutely worth it. Don't even argue. I know before we used to argue because it was a kind of expensive card, but now that it's cheap, there's really no reason to not run it. Because especially against Blackwings, it kind of like won me the game, because you know then they can't do the damage over thing, plus mirror, torrential, all those kinds of outs are just a lot more limited. Obviously, I think in the game I almost won against Lowen, the top cut. Yeah, I had my Black Brewdrago out. He had a torrential. He really waited. He was very smart. He understood that it was a when effect. Waited till I activated my Dandelion effect in Chainlink 2. He torrential tributed. Luckily, I had a Trap Stun set. He made it scooped. But so aside from that, obviously, then one Archdemon boy man that I'll be honest, I kind of like less than second Brewdrago. In my opinion, I've had some that have been very out there, but I think this is a better card than this. And if I had to add a fusion, like a guy or whatever, I'd sooner cut this than one of the 2. Just because, yeah, it's like Ab-Zero. It's just so nice to, or again, Blackwings, whatever. Summon a Brewdrago, it dies, you get back Giga Plant, you can just immediately go into your second one. And now it's like, oh my gosh, you thought you were making progress on the board, and now we're just right back to where we started, except now you're -1 guy. And then the final synchros, obviously Mistworm, and the GOAT himself, Gotums. We got him. We got him. We got him. We don't run Cat, but we run the Gotums, and that's all that matters. That is all that matters. We got the Got. We got the Got. They got, and we got the Gotums. We got the best mat. In my opinion, Even the 1/1 Blackwing mat. Keegan, I don't know what to say, bro. He keeps having the amazing leafy texture mat, 1/1, whatever, limited edition. And he keeps putting them on like fairies and then Blackwings, and it's like, bro, that is a plant texture. Why are they not plant mats? I do not understand. Why are you picking the least plant-like freaking like light and dark attribute? Why? This is nothing to plants. A tomato, the only dark plant anyone knows about. Freaking glow moth, whatever. Whatever cares, whatever. Anyways, now on to the super spicy side deck. DD Crow's not that spicy, but he leads into spicy stuff. So we will begin with, of course, one copy of DD Crow. Love this card. Sometimes, some versions I used to name them because they're just so good. Now for the special spice, we got 2 copies of Fiber Jar. You thought this card was banned. You were wrong. Fiber Jar lives and breathes in Edison format still. But what is Tomato going into? I mean, obviously it's going into Snipe Hunter, you know, a nice little CP Super. Or is it going into the Violet Witch? I mean, it's obviously going into Sankin, but that goes without saying. But yeah, I would say in terms of the siding strategy, essentially the way this I also got from Mullet. This was kind of his idea, the idea of siding Sangin along with only 1 crow. He liked it with Debris Dragon, and I'll be honest, I did not see it. I tried it, never really worked out, because I mean, like, we're really running 1 Black Rose, and then like that's the only level 7 dragon we run. So I don't know. I didn't agree with it, but I did like the idea of Sangin plus Crow. Sangin plus Crow is just a great way, because I feel like so many times I'll have like 2 crows, or, you know, just even 1 crow, and I don't need the crow, I need a Lone Fire. And so just having a card that is basically either Lone Fire or Crow, like interruption or combo starting, was just something I really wanted. And I just felt like this package kind of helped me in that whole line, because I feel like it'll really explain itself in the end. Because I mean, especially if you're an Amaryllis boy and you're like, what's going on? Where's Amaryllis? Here she is. Here she is. She is in the side deck. Unfortunately, she's been relegated to the side, because in this build, basically the idea being there are multiple different ways you can side depending on the different matchup. And regardless, Tomato almost always comes in, especially when people are bringing in Dynas, which are very common against plants. But yeah, so I mean, obviously if he's coming in, Sangin's always coming in. And if these guys are coming in, sometimes it's the Snipe that's coming in alongside, or sometimes it's the Witch and Amaryllis. Again, it kind of depends on the aggressiveness of the matchup. So like against Vayu, you're definitely, because basically if the deck runs Oppression, this boy's coming in. We slap him down, we roll, we pop the Oppression, and we're just happy with it. We're just happy that the Oppression's gone. We don't care how many cards we lose, because as long as we have 2 left, as long as we got the Lone Fire Supervised left, that's all that matters, and we're gonna win. So that was the main idea, was basically too many times I would side like Twister or other cards that was specifically or explicitly out the Oppression. I'd bring in Regeki Break, because sometimes I'd realize, okay, you know, I have the Twister, my opponent has a Dyna, and that's not going to be very useful. I really just got to get rid of the special summon Stopper. But I kind of wanted something a bit more proactive, and I just felt like so many times Regeki Break took too long, or the discard wasn't really worth it. And I just kind of like the idea of the Tomato package, even with Snipe, being able to just run over Dyna for free, and then if need be, going into Oppression related outages. Just yeah, that was basically the impetus behind this crazy side. So sometimes again we side this. So I feel like, okay, so for Vayu, we just bring them all in. All these cards come in versus Vayu. Versus Blackwing, definitely, let's see, I think I remember it was just, especially in the side, because you expect like a Dyna or 2, it was like just these. And then, yeah, I guess like Machina, where they're not really running oppression. You don't really, because you don't want to be popping forges with that. You'd actually rather bring in these cards instead, and not the snipe. So yeah, that is the gist of this. And I did not side this specifically so I could show off the 2 misprint tomatoes that I have, which I'm looking for a third. If anyone has a third, I'm looking to complete the playset. And then obviously the Starlight Emerald, which I actually pulled her myself. I was surprised I even had a deck that I could run it with, but I'm glad I could bring the mama home. So if you're a Gigaplant fan, you might have actually been wondering, there's a certain card that's missing from the main deck, and that card is Gold Sarcophagus. Gold Sarcophagus, along with the second DDR, was another siding strategy that I kind of came up with right before the event, because I just found so many instances where my opponent, they would be aggressive, they'd be coming at me, and I would just be like, okay, I just need a card to get me back in the game. Just give me one card, get me back in the game. Like, even like, any of these would have got me back in. And I draw fucking Sark, and I'm just like, what? Great. So great. You'll be something by the time I'm dead. Like, congrats on that. So obviously, I kind of saw this as more of a side deck card for slower decks. And that's essentially what it is. So like for, frogs or other decks that basically give you more turns, I figured those would be decks that I could side these against. And obviously, with less oppression, this would be better. But I figured since oppression, I've been expecting in some main decks, I just wanted to main the one inside the second. And then I kind of figured that that the Amaryllis getting sided in also really works well with the DDR as like an extra banish. And also obviously with the Sarks, it's like, in general, stuff is just getting banished a lot more frequently versus in the main deck. So that was that. Then just essentially a suite of quick play spells that all kind of have their own. So we got the book, we got a chalice, we got my body, or actually the French version is Bonsieur Humain. So like it literally means to make your body into a shield. Very interesting. And then an MST and a shrink. So yeah, that is the special side strategy. Obviously, MST for all the oppression decks. I think we all know what my body's coming in for. All the, GB, Blackwing, Lightsworn, decks that run monsters that specifically destroy, not in the damage step. So don't bring it in for frogs and stuff, because obviously Ab-Zero. Sometimes they will do like a cute little, I'm gonna, summon Ab-Zero and then tribute summon over it with Malicious. And in those instances, I have my body didn't freaking destroy them. It's like, oh great, I have a Mally on field versus a full board. But other than that, Chalice, just very solid against flip related decks. Obviously it's still a 1-for-1 trade, but it's just nice to have again, I just like the flexibility of all these cards. Like, they're not exclusively, aside from MST that obviously only exclusively pops, they're never exclusively for one purpose. So Book of Moon, you can use it to stop an attack, you can use it to prevent a Blackwing from adding, but you can also use it on your marked monsters to keep them, or to dodge a Mirror Force, or to dodge any kind of like a Bottomless or whatever on a monster, even though it sets them so you can't keep comboing, which is the reason why I only run one. I would run more if you could keep comboing through Bottomless, but you can't. Chalice, again, good for flip related decks, and also Blackwing, because a lot of times when they're like punching over your monsters, they're not actually that much bigger. Like, you have like a Boro Colute over your Titanial, and you just chain that. Yo, you're plussing. My body, obviously very standard. MST also standard. Now the Shrink, though. The Shrink, this is another special spice that someone brought up in a Discord message once, and I was like, yo, why don't we run this? Like, it actually seems pretty crazy, because similar to my body, it allows you to power through Bottomless, because you summon Gigaplant or Titanial, they chain Bottomless, you shrink your own monster. Now they're smaller than 1500 and they can't destroy it. Which in my opinion, alone, crazy. Free way to play through Bottomless. So alone, better than my body. But the fact that it also works so well against Blackwings when, again, similar to like Chalice, okay, 400 point difference, but like even with Shrink, if they're freaking going Shura, attack into Gigaplant, activate Kalute in hand, and you Shrink, you're winning that battle. You're winning that battle. Now, if they Sirocco and Kalute, now you're just trading 1 for 1. But again, they're still, I mean, you're still trading 1 for 1 at least, like, which is, in my opinion, pretty good. Whenever they're forced to use a Kalute, that's a plus in my mind, because Kalute's like kind of one of the most annoying cards in that deck. So yeah, love Shrink. There was, I think, a point in my finals match versus Loa, which I should have won. I misplayed like 4 times, and even he can confirm I really threw the game. I was just freaking so tired by the end of it, by that round, that yeah, I did give it and give up a little bit towards the end. Well, I shouldn't have, but there was a really good moment where he went whirlwind, normal summon, Sirocco, and I just flipped Shrink, and everybody watching started laughing. I was like, yeah, bro, add them values, bro. So yeah, no, that was a great moment, great time overall in the RBET sphere. Paris, I'm sorry, never going back. Holy cow, Paris. Oh, the stories that could be told of the Paris experience, let me tell you. I kind of knew ahead of time that I was going to be trouble. I did not know it'd be this big of a problem. So yeah, Fiber Jar, Tomato Man, signing out. Again, Tomato's my favorite card, as you can tell by the my suitcase over here. I'm going to show a little photo of it. So again, if you got the 3rd misprint, hit your boy up, Anyways, if you stick around, thank you very much for being entertained and entertaining me with your entertainment. True Party King, signing out with Enya, the emissary of darkness. And then load fire. No, load fire. Danny, go. Get supervised. Or super solar. Fuck you. Go. Whatever. Peace.